Hello everybody.
Hi,
My name is
I'm
Darren,
Graham.
and we've been to the cinema to see a film called Battle of the Sexes.
Oh yeah.
There was not enough things to masturbate in that movie for my liking for a film with the word sex in the title.
Yeah, quite the opposite, really.
I don't know, there was a couple of les offs with Emma Stone and the woman whose name I've just forgotten.
I didn't know her name anyway.
Oh, God, I've forgotten it. I'm never going to
Doesn't
remember
matter,
it. It's
doesn't
gone.
matter.
So, tell us what the film is about, Graham.
You know what? She was familiar though. What else was she in?
Don't
Apart from Emma Stone.
know.
What was it about? It was about basically a tennis lady.
A tennis lady.
And a rich man, and the rich man decided.
Well, he was an ex-tennis man.
Was he?
Yeah, he used to be a tennis
Oh,
player
he
when
did
they
play.
got old.
Yeah. So then,
Yeah,
well,
old.
so he's an ex-tennis man.
You said he was a rich man.
Okay, so he's an ex-tennis man who is
Yeah.
rich now, and basically decides that even in his old age, he can beat a lady, a young
What a
lady.
misogynist you are. You've gone for the male angle. The film is about a woman who doesn't think that female tennis players are appreciated within the industry and so sets to do her own, tournament that is going to pay women equally. And then an old man wants to get involved in the action and so challenges her. Can an old man beat a young female pro?
I was going on the angle.
You think it's about the man, don't you?
I was going
it's
on-
about a man.
I was going on the angle of
Men
the
are
burden
bad.
of proof, and he brought the argument to the table that men can still do better. So I was saying, I was going from the conflict side, you were going for the synopsis.
Yeah, now you made an interesting point because in the film, Bill Pullman, the president from Independence Day, who is also in this tennis court game.
He's an actor in real life.
No, he is actually the president from Independence Day. He says that women don't get paid as much as male tennis players because they're not as entertaining to watch and they get emotional, and then the movie tries to prove the other. But then you messaged me out of the blue to say, no, Steve Carell was more entertaining than she was distracted by her emotions.
She was.
That's interesting, isn't it? Because he
Why
was
do you think that
entertaining
is?
to play because he was like doing it dressed as a woman or with a sheep
Yeah.
or with an oversized tennis racket.
Yeah.
And then she did start to lose because she was conflicted about whether she should be, rug-munching or...
So it's almost like the film was
didn't
playing to the
even acknowledge the fact I
stereotypes.
said rug-munching as though that
I
was
was
an
so
acceptable thing to
disgusted.
say.
I was trying to not bring attention to
Yeah.
it, to be honest. I thought, oh, that is horrific. How
It is.
dare he say
No,
that?
I should have said something much more politically correct.
You should have.
Like
Anyway.
drank from the fairy cup.
That's a lot more family friendly, at least.
Are we going for family friendly?
No. But anyway, so yeah, the film plays to the stereotype.
Of
Even
what,
though
a
it's
lesbian?
even though it's trying to argue the
It's
stereotype.
not going to the stereotype of a lesbian.
No.
She wouldn't have needed a racket. She just used her hand if we're going for the stereotype. A big, burly German hand.
You got any stereotypes about old men?
I go to the gym all the time, so yeah, they like to. If this was a stereotype of him, he'd have his towel around his neck with his bollocks out.
Shaving his dick.
They don't shave their.
Do they not? You always tell me that they're
No,
not.
they shave their faces in the gym. They don't shave their
Oh.
dicks. But there is a sign on the sauna saying "No shaving inside."
Inside. How far up do they go? Oh my god.
Well, I mean, you have to get through the folds.
Yeah, well, it makes sense, doesn't it? Okay. Have you got anything to say? Oh well, yeah. So the film plays. This is what the film plays to the stereotype it's trying to argue. Is the point
Of what? The female thing.
Yeah. So in the film, she's saying, "No, women don't get all
Women don't get emotional.
They don't get all uppity and
Yeah.
emotional and stuff."
Yeah.
And the guy's like,
we're all watching Steve Carell because he's much more
"We're not all,
funny.
and he's not like, we can't win."
Yeah.
And then
Steve
it ends
Carell
up
and Emma
the fact
Stone,
that
don't
he
have
is
to
winning and
mention.
stuff. And then at the very end, they reverse.
Spoiler alert.
I never said what they reverse. Their cars into each other, and then they get into a slanging match. Anyway, go on.
No, they don't. So, did you enjoy the film?
I did. I don't need to see it ever again, which is
No.
what we said as we were leaving.
Yeah.
But I did enjoy it
Do
for
you
what
know
it was.
who it's directed by?
A man and a woman.
And do you know what else they've done?
No.
Little Miss Sunshine.
The pair of them.
Yeah.
Is it the pair of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
They also did that film about the water park with Steve Carell and the kid who goes and
Way
plays
back.
with Sam
The way back.
Rockwell.
Way back.
Something like
Something
that.
like
Way
that.
back.
The way back.
Yeah, the one that's written by Jim Rash. Speaking of the old men.
Jim Rash.
Yeah.
I really like him. Was he in this? No,
No.
he wasn't. He was in something recently, but carry on.
Probably.
Yeah.
Let's hope so for, the sake of his family. Gay people can have families. You fucking homophobe.
So the film.
Yeah. I don't like tennis. Why?
Do you know what? Yeah. Go
Yeah.
on.
I just think that... Why would I want to watch humans do a boring version of Pong? Well, I'll just play Pong.
Even watching somebody play Pong is more interesting than watching people play tennis.
I'd say
As long as you
boring as each
as long
other.
as you can see the Pong game happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
true.
I think it's true.
disagree with you there.
I don't think this game. As
I
far
think
as
watching anyone do
if you're
anything
watching,
is boring
if you're
to a degree.
Yeah. You've never been on porn, Darren?
No, God, what?
God no.
Don't think I'm going to be sick if you say the P word.
Yeah. So I was going to say, as far as sports film goes, which would you say this is a sports film? Or would you just say it's a drama? Because I don't think the sports in this is particularly well represented.
Well, it is, because it was a bit boring. Pretty accurately represented.
Yeah.
At one point in the film, you leant over to me and whispered Rocky 3. Very specific.
Yeah.
Why was it like Rocky 3 and not like Rocky 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 or Creed? I'm going to put in the other bit that all those movies are identical.
Well, specific. Okay, so I said it. I said this during a specific moment, basically where
Mr. T turned up.
Steve Carell is
Stephen Carell.
Stephen Carell.
Yeah.
He's
and Miss Emma Stone.
He's not training properly.
Mr. Stephen Carell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's turning into a big facade, a big showcase of his having fun with the whole situation. Like he's sitting around a pool. His son's, in fact, of which the son story goes nowhere.
The sun story goes nowhere. I think that was the problem with the Aztecs. The sun story goes nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they used to worship shit like that. Before we started worshipping proper things like, God.
Man who can raise from the dead.
Huh? I haven't read that far yet.
Yeah, spoiler alert. What was I saying? What were we saying? You're very distracted.
Rocky 3.
Rocky 3. Ms. Emma Stone, she decides to properly train, and she's
saying it's all
laying
fun.
around.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, so he's like laying around the pool and stuff, and the son's trying to train.
Never happened in Rocky 3.
No, but
Go
my
on.
point is, Rocky is like not training. Sorry. Yeah, not training. And he's like, you watch me do the punch bag. And like...
Sounds like he's training if you watch him do the punch bag.
Yeah, no, but he's not actually doing it, is he? He's talking about doing it.
Oh, is it?
He's like, come on,
is Rocky 3 where he's just faffing?
Well, yeah, he is, isn't he?
No, he's not. He's not faffing in Rocky 3. He's given up. He's not like, I'll do the training tomorrow. I need to watch this.
And Mr. When Mr. T's like proper, like proper training doing that, and he's like doing sit-ups and stuff.
Yeah.
He's doing that kind of thing.
Yeah.
All over the place.
Yeah, no.
On his own, like nobody's in there watching him.
Nobody's training him.
But there's a whole team of like photographers watching Rocky do his stuff. Like, why do you do this?
Oh, I see. But in the tennis film, Steve Carell is intending to fight her, whereas in Rocky, he kind of doesn't give a fuck anymore.
Which one doesn't care about what?
Rocky doesn't in Rocky 3, that's the problem. Whereas Steve Carell's just arrogant. Rocky's not. Well, I suppose he's a bit arrogant.
But he's turned it into a facade.
Facade? Imagine a film in which Mr. T plays the villain and Rocky's the one that turns it into a facade. Not the twat with the feathers in his ears. No, I know, I'm not criticising.
What are you talking about?
I'm
feathers in his ears?
Yeah. Did you not see his ear bits?
Yeah.
That wasn't like an expression.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got feathers in his
I
ears.
thought that. Like,
it's
just not listening
from the 20s.
Not listening to criticism or something, I guess. He's got feathers in his ears.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm going to use that.
What did you prefer, Rocky 3 or Battle of the Sexes?
I have to say Rocky 3.
Oh, okay. Why?
Weirdly.
Why?
It's just more interesting. The sport side of it.
The sports side of it. Do you remember the bit where Hulk Hogan chased Rocky around the ring? I
liked it.
I liked the sports.
And threw the referee into the audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan's done worse things in real life than throw a referee into an audience. I haven't wanted to watch his sex tape even out of morbid curiosity.
I'm going to watch it after this. I'm going to do a review on it, in fact. We should review famous
sex tapes. Celebrity porn. Mini's got one out,
Perfect.
I'm not watching Screeches again. That was fucking disgusting.
Most difficult wank ever.
Yeah, I mean, I got there in the end.
Yeah, you got to.
It was
out of principle,
not through desire. What are we talking about? You like the sport in Rocky 3, but you didn't like the sport in Battle of the Sexes.
Basically, the sport was better represented in Rocky 3, even though it was ridiculous, like pantomime.
Oh, you haven't seen Rocky 4 yet?
Yeah. Okay. Is that tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. And the drama of Rocky, like...
Not caring.
Yeah, and like...
There was quite a lot of drama in the Battle of the Sexes because not only was she trying to start her own tennis league, but she was also like struggling with her own sexuality and whether she should go off with this woman or stay with her husband that she loves.
Oh, but it wasn't interesting, was it really?
Oh, I was quite interested in at least 50% of that dilemma.
You know what? I enjoyed Rocky's trainer dying.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, Mickey.
Mickey! Oh God, Rocky, get over here, I'm dying!
The real life Benjamin Button, the 12-year-old who looks like an old man.
And vice versa, yeah.
It works both ways.
Yeah.
It's like a personality test with Mickey. Like, what do you see? Is he a young boy who's an old man, or is he an old man who's like absorbed the courage of a young boy?
Oh, he's very depressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like a sort of ventriloquist dummy that's been through the wash.
Ventriloquist dummy of himself. Like that he's fit himself inside.
He's his own novelty toy. That's Mickey and Rocky.
We'll
we're up to like 10 minutes.
All right, okay.
What would you give Battle of the Sexes out of 5?
2, 1 each.
What? No, it's at least...
All right, 4.
Yeah,
2
I'd say
each.
4, yeah.
It is a 4-star film. It's just...
Yeah.
It's just not very exciting. It's compelling. It's interesting. You know, Emma Stone is
I wouldn't
great.
say Schindler's List was exciting.
Steve
but-
Carell is great. Like when he gets kicked out by
I
his
love
wife
Steve
and
Carell.
stuff like that.
You should
Brilliant.
see him in Foxcatcher or whatever it's called.
I've got it. I just haven't watched
Didn't
it
ask
yet.
if you had it, so you should watch it.
I
It's
paid
relevant
for
if
it.
you've got it, if
Paid
you don't
for
watch it.
Definitely paid for it.
Bye.
Bye.